Hello, this is my phone that we're filming on. And this is my camera, and this is my microphone. This is how I do handheld stuff. Starts off with the weight. The weight of the camera is super important. If you have a super light camera, you're just gonna get jitters. But if you have a heavy camera, you're gonna get shake. There's a difference. So the reason why this is so good is because it's heavy and I have a bunch of stuff on it. I have like a cage for it so I can put a top handle on it, a monitor, a V-mount battery. This is 95 watt hour. And I just have like rails on the bottom, a heavy lens. Like this makes it pretty heavy and sturdy. So when I'm holding it, my whole body that's like shaking isn't transferring to the camera as much because it's pretty heavy. Whoa, it's a big lizard. But at the end of the day, you're still probably gonna have camera shakes, but the way that I combat that is I have intentional camera shakes. So when I'm intentionally moving the camera, even though it's shaky, you think that it's supposed to look like that. And I'm sometimes annoyed that it looks too shaky, but you guys don't notice. So the ways I do it is I coined some phrases, some terms that I made up. They might make sense, but number one is called the wave pool. If you've ever been in a wave pool, you know that like getting out after, you have this feeling of like, you just feel like you're still in the pool and you're like, your body's just going up and down and you're all submissive to the pool and you're shaking around. Like I translate this to the camera. So instead of sitting here shaking, you can sit here and just like slowly wave up and down and side to side as the intentional movement to cover up the jitters. The next one I call the tracker. So that just means that I hold the camera most of the time by the top handle, and this way I can use it quickly with my wrist. So I like have an object and I'll track where it goes. I just try to track it as best as possible. Keep it in. If I get quick movements, the better, because you don't even notice that it's quick. Like most of this handheld stuff is gonna look messy, but if you can do these things to make the messy look cool, then that's where you win. The last one is called the walk in, walk out. Very creative name because what you do is you walk in and then you walk out. If you want even smoother handheld footage, put it in slow motion, put in like 60 frames per second, then any super jittery stuff will look a little bit smoother because it'll be slowed down. And then lastly, when you're using your camera, if you don't have a top handle, and if you do have a battery back, a V-mount battery, you can put it up against your chest and hold the camera and then hold the lens. And there, instead of having your arms separated and they're shaking, if you put it against your chest, hopefully your chest isn't shaking. Although sometimes my heartbeat transfers through and it will like pump through the camera. But if you can just put it up on your arm or your shoulder or something, or if you put it against your stomach and look low like this, have your top handle, this is how I move. Sometimes my hands, but most times my body, so that's where it gets super stable. That's it. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I know it's not a super ton of information, but most time, just like handheld is messy, and you just gotta jump in it. You gotta jump in the mess. Surround yourself with the shake, and use it to your advantage. So.